What's going on, nation, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to talk about the Suscovich Chicken Tractors. We ran across these chicken tractors probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and we went ahead and bought the book, and it's always kind of been sitting on the back burner for us to, once we got our forever homestead, and then once we were able to, invest the time and the finances into building these tractors. Now, if you guys been with the channel for any length of time, you know that we kind of we're using a lot of scrap wood and stuff that we would find around the homestead or from pallets, and we built kind of like the Salatin model of the chicken tractor. Well, today I want to talk about how we ventured out and we built these Suscovich tractors and the major headache that came along with them. All right, first off, let me just go on record and say I absolutely love the design of this tractor. With that being said, let me share our experience on building these chicken tractors. Now, when we did it, the whole family got involved. Everybody jumped in. We were supposed to be able to get it done in a weekend with all 4 people working together. And so what happened is Robin went ahead and jumped on the cut list that was provided in the book. And she went through and she did all of the cuts, and we worked on the lap joints together. And then we started to try to do the assembly process, and that's when we realized a lot of the measurements that were in the book are way off. And so we had to kind of fabricate, put wedges in here, take a little bit off here. Now, one of the good things about this experience, because of the measurements being off, is I was able to capitalize and be able to teach Carol how to use power tools. And I was able to supervise on it, and she was able to learn how to use them correctly and safely. Now, one of the other things that we need to change in the design for our chicken tractors is because with us being at the foothills of the Appalachia, our topography is rolling. And so we need to go with larger tires than what is suggested in the book. Now, our number one suggestion to you when building these chicken tractors is to not go ahead and just make the cuts. Start to lay everything out, especially the lap joints. The lap joints were where we ran into the biggest issues with building these tractors, and we weren't the only one. But lay everything out, then measure for your lap joints as you have it laid out, and then do it that way. And another thing that we would change would be the size of the tarp. The tarp that's listed in the book is, in my opinion, way too big of a tarp. We actually folded ours in thirds, I think. We folded it 3 times and got it on there. Now, I'm a firm believer in letting the meat birds, letting those chickens get as much sunlight as possible. And so, yes, they can get it from the back and the front and down around the bottoms, but I also want them to kind of get it a little bit from the top as well. And other than that, though, I mean, it's a great design. We are going to be adding more chicken tractors, more Suscovich chicken tractors here on the homestead. I just love the way it looks. I love the ease of everything about it. It's just that the book that he put together wasn't really put together right. I don't know if he did it or if a third party did it, but a lot of the measurements got messed up, which made it extremely difficult to put together the first one. Now, when we add 4, chicken tractors number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're going to go together a lot easier because of what we learned from this build. So, other than those few minor headaches with the measurements, we highly recommend, if you're running your chickens on pastures, to give the Suscovich Chicken Tractor a look. Just don't make all of your cuts before you start trying to assemble. Lay everything out first and get your measurements and everything that way. But hey, if you're not thinking about running chicken tractors on your homestead and you want to stick to the original, having a chicken coop with chicken yard, hey, I want you to check out this video on the best watering system for your chickens on YouTube. Thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.